Hi folks, it's Tom Zeeb with Profitable Partnerships and Capital Area REIA. We're doing something special today. We're filming a little video on a unique twist that I've come up with on the concept of driving for deals, walking for deals, or driving for dollars, you might have heard it called. Well, this is strolling for deals, strolling for dollars. What it is I'll walk and take my 6-month-old son Tommy here out walking with me, and we go look for deals. It's a profitable way of getting some fresh air, getting out of the home office a little bit, and trying to find very profitable deals right here in the city. Now, I'm primarily a wholesaler, for those of you that know me, and that means I'm looking to flip properties. That's right, Tommy. Looking to find rundown properties that need to be rehabbed. But I'm not probably going to actually do the rehab myself. I'm going to negotiate I'm going to find the deal, find the owner, negotiate an excellent deal, get it under contract, and then sell that contract to a rehab investor, a renovator investor who wants to get in there, fix the property up, and then sell it retail for a profit. That's what I do as a wholesaler. So come with us today as we walk around the city here. We're going to take the boy to the park, but on the way we're going to try to make some money. So we're going to look for different houses, and along the way I'm going to tell you what we're looking for, the different kinds of things in the houses, what makes me think the house might be vacant, or what makes me think it's run down enough that it might have a motivated seller living there. Those are the kinds of things we're after. So what do you say, Tommy? You want to go do a little work and then we'll go to the park? Is that a yes? I guess it's a yes. You're just going to have to trust me. Now here's what we like to see, Tommy. Take a look. What we have over here. We've got a boarded up property, huh? Number 248. Now look at this. The door's boarded up. That's a clear sign. Look at all the overgrown bushes here. The yard's a mess. There's scraps everywhere. I smell money, Tommy. I smell money. So, pull out my BlackBerry, and I'm writing a note to my assistant. So I just walk around, identify the properties, type them up, and I send it straight to my assistant. She goes through my whole protocol for how we attempt to find the owners of vacant properties, so it works really easy. So the only work I'm doing is going around looking for the places, but like I say, the benefit to you guys is how easy this can be if you're multitasking. So I'm out strolling, I'm taking my son out for a walk, and we look for vacant houses. If I go jogging, I do the same thing, look for vacant houses. If you're driving around, you're driving home from work, take a different road. You're driving to work, take a different road. You're driving to church on Sunday, you're driving to the supermarket on Wednesday. Whatever you do, however you do it, just choose a different time and drive a different way and weave down the different kinds of streets. Get a list of the properties and then go and do the research to try to find those owners and get in touch with them. I look for a phone number using various different web searches, and if I don't find a phone number and can't get anyone on the phone, I send a letter to the property. I'll send a letter to both the property owner and to the actual property. Even though it's boarded up, I'm hoping that the post office will forward the mail somewhere else. If not, I might get it back with that big yellow sticker that tells me a new address if it's been longer than a year for boarding. So that's what I do here. So here, 248. So we've got it. What do you say? Find some more? We'll find some more. All right, we found another one. Look at this. This one's 1135. Now, what interests me about this property? It's not boarded up, but it looks a little bit run down, doesn't it? Let's take a look. You can see look at the windows. Paint, probably old lead paint curling up and pretty disgusting. Those are not new windows. Might be the original windows. This part of town, this neighborhood, most of the properties are turn of the last century, so probably 1895 to 1905, 1910. Maybe even a little bit earlier, 1890. So some of the stuff's original. Those windows are run down. The place isn't looking terribly well kept. I can see in the windows and it's empty. There's nothing inside. So this is a great property. This is someone that has a problem. They have a vacant property. This is a crime magnet. People are going to break in. Drug dealers are going to try to break in. Remember, we're in the city. It's an urban property, but it has massive potential. You get in there, tear the place apart, tear it down to the brick, and then rebuild it, and the place will be gorgeous. And there's a lot of people that want gorgeous houses like that in the city. We're in a good part of town. We're on Capitol Hill. So once again, I'm gonna mark 1135 down. That goes in the same email off to my assistant to see. Good timing on the bus. To see, I'm going to send to my assistant to see if we can find the owner we want. Get this owner on the phone and see if we can make them an offer. There may not be any mortgage on this property. This property could be totally owned, free and clear, and their tax rate is about to go up in the city because the city is going to tax properties that are vacant at a much higher rate than they tax a property that's being lived in. So good work on that, Tommy. Let's carry on. All right, we found another one. Take a look at that. That's huge. That's a really big property. Probably has some condo conversion potential. Condo market's not doing awesome right now, so we'll see. Maybe just a big house. I also can't clearly see the number. I think the number used to be on the window above the door. I can't see it, so I'm going to take a look at the other property. I see a 1004 and a 1006. So that must make that 1002, and that makes that 1,000 even. So I'm marking down that property. And you see that one's just, it's a big, lovely old Victorian, boarded up, pretty good to go. Now, for the really nerdy techie people amongst us here, I just want you to know something else that's going on. How do I remember where I've been? My BlackBerry has GPS capability, and this is really nerdy, but I'll let you in on a little secret. I'm running a GPS tracker on my phone, so every 5 seconds it sends a pulse, grabs the satellite, knows where I am, and then feeds that out over the internet to a mapping service. It's a free service, and when I get home I can log into my computer and look at the map of everywhere that I walk today. And so then I take my master map and I just draw a quick line, take a highlighter and just highlight the street. That way I know I'm done. So next time we go to the park, or if I go running or walking or just driving through town, I know where I've been and I can plan to walk down other streets, because I don't need to walk down the same street every time. So that's one of the secret tips I use. GPS tracking on my phone, very nerdy, but it works. So we know where we went and I know what streets have been down. Like I said, I keep all of that on my master map. So pretty cool, huh? What do you say? Yeah? As long as we're talking about equipment, you know my techie nerd stuff, take a look at this stroller, huh? This is like the Mercedes-Benz of baby strollers. The city sidewalks aren't exactly smooth. There's nothing smooth about a city sidewalk, so it's always really bouncy. I needed something with big wheels. This one's got shock absorbers on it. It's called the Revolution Bob. I picked it up at REI, the outdoor store. It wasn't the cheapest stroller ever, but honestly it's worth it. It makes a really smooth ride for him. We can go off-road on this. We've gone over the grass and the bumps, and certainly city sidewalks are the biggest challenge. So Tommy is cruising in style, aren't you, Tommy? You're just cruising in style. It makes it really easy for me, and we can go running with it and everything else. So pretty cool baby stroller. So I mean, what equipment do we need for this? Baby stroller, cell phone with GPS if you really want to, and then just walk around and take notes. What a great way to make money. And with our average wholesale profits just less than 25 grand. We average at $24,736 for a wholesale deal in the city, because the prices of these properties are in the $600,000 to $800,000 range. So if you think about that, that's well worth your time. Like I said before, if you're out strolling, you're out running, you're out walking, you're jogging, you're driving somewhere, keep your eyes open for the kinds of things I pointed out today. Those rundown properties that clearly need some repair, and you'll find those deals too.
Right.
All right, so we made it to the park. We're hanging out in the park. We're gonna have a good time. Someday he'll run and play and have even more of a good time in the park, but for now we've had a pretty profitable walk to the park, and we're going to walk back a different route, see if we can find some more properties. So different things that we're looking for. Like I say, you just look for houses that are sleepy, they're run down, they don't work right. A lot of times I'll be standing there taking notes on a property, a neighbor will walk out or come by or get curious. I'll introduce myself to the neighbor and start talking, and that's a great way to get to know something about the property. Neighbors always know something about the property, so ask the neighbor, say what happened to the owner. If you know how to contact the owner, you have a phone number, an address for the owner, the name, it can make things really, really easy like that. So it's kind of fun. It's a fun way to do it. Show him how you can stand, Tommy. Tommy's 6.5 months old and doing pretty good. Not ready to walk on his own yet, but he's standing, and I think that's pretty cool. So we're having a good time, folks. I hope you learned something today. I encourage you to go walking for deals, driving for deals, strolling for deals. I like to coin a new term, so all of you with kids and strollers, get out there and let's make some money. We'll talk to you guys soon. Tom Zeeb signing off.